We're back with more of the Guy Dawson Show at the World Center of Broadcast Media, WCOBM.com, and I have been giggling and with my lovely co-hostesses. We've been talking a lot about relationships, and before we get into this segment, because we're getting ready to put Miss B. Sharper now on the spot,
Miss Sharper,
I want to remind you all about an amazing event out here in Las Vegas. If you're in the business community or you just want to be around a lot of really positive people, it's going to be Las Vegas's largest mixer, and that's going to be held on September the 20th from 5 o'clock to 9 o'clock. This year it's at Texas Station, and it's just an outstanding business expo. I've been doing live radio broadcasts from that event for the last 4 years, and we'll be out there again from 6 o'clock to 8 o'clock doing a live broadcast of the PR Connections radio show. And Quan, you hung out there. What did you think about it last year?
Yeah, I think it's worth to go, definitely. So many opportunities. You can see new people, then find out what are they doing, what are their passions. Then maybe down the road, it could be friends, it could be business opportunity. It's always good to be out of there, get new ideas, and then meeting new people and the new excitements, like oxygen for your brain, for your ice cream too.
Yeah, I mean, I've been the publicist for this event for all the years, and I just think that it's an outstanding opportunity for a person to connect with pretty prominent people in the business community here. And so I would encourage you, again, come out to Las Vegas's largest mixer. It will be held on September the 20th at Texas Station from 5 o'clock to 9 o'clock.
It was a great turnout. Quite a bit, lots of people all gathering together at that short period of time. So if you are like a social butterfly or social bees, please.
Oh yes, the illustrious Quan really fits in well. She is a social butterfly, and she flies around. You were doing a lot of floating around last year, I remember.
I don't fly; they fly over me. When they ask me what I do and ask for my business card, then I give. Otherwise, I don't just give, in case being wasted, or there some people. They don't ask you business card. They don't ask what you do. They might not be interested in you. Why waste it? Do you agree?
You know what's interesting? Like the business cards, I have like a stack of business cards. If I don't put your number in my phone, we will not keep in touch. Because at the end of those events, you have like a stack of business cards, and there's so many businesses and so many things that I'm working on right now. Like I just won't go back to that business card. So if the person's striking, or I really find them engaging, I will actually like take their information right then and there, and I'll say, oh, okay, let me shoot you a text message. Now I have you in the phone. Now that means I'm going to. That means your little business card. That's not gonna, like, you can give it to me, and it's just gonna go in the pile of the business cards.
You
yes.
just proved my point.
Right. It's
connection.
It's connection. So if you're having a connection with somebody, exchange phone numbers with them, and then, maybe one day you're bored or you're not doing anything, and you can say, oh, you know what, I met this person, they're in my phone. You don't have to go through that whole stack of business cards, and you can just reach out to the person.
Yes, it's connecting and also engaging.
Yes.
It's like a deeper level of just more than just business cards.
Because once you actually exchange each other's phone numbers, then you're like, oh, okay, well, now we've made a connection, and we'll figure out where we're going to talk again, or meet, or do a Starbucks thing, or not do a Starbucks thing.
Yeah, I have a way. I mean, when I gather a business cards from people, I've already kind of compartmentalized what I'm going to do with that person. It takes me about 10 seconds to start having a conversation with them, where I can see if there's going to be a business connection. I mean, they may go in my database,
right?
Because I'm big on developing and staying in front of people through your database. Situations might change, things could be different in the future, but generally I figure it out very quickly if I'm going to be doing business with someone or not, and I have my own system. But that's a good idea, sending them a text out, right?
I send them a text right. So they have my number, I have their number. It gives them an opportunity to reach out. I was at a networking event. It was like 3 weeks ago, maybe a month ago, and we talked about doing business, and I had followed up with the woman, and she was busy at the time. It wasn't the time for her, but it was the time for me. And then she just, boom, reached out to me. And the only reason she probably did this is not because we did a business card thing, but because we actually had each other's phone numbers in our phones. It makes it much more easier.
Yeah, more personal impression, definitely.
Yes.
So now is the time for you to shine, Miss Sharper.
Oh, that's right.
Without this
Kathy Sharper now is on the hot seat, and she's going to be sharing
it's
her
not the hot seat.
what it is that she's looking for in a romantic relationship.
Yes.
Okay, so let's see. Well, so what I'm looking for in a man is basically he has to be somebody who is charismatic. He has to be goal orientated. He has to look good.
Look good. Okay.
No, I'm shallow like that. He has to look good.
No,
If he
it's
does
not
not
shallow,
look,
just personal taste.
yeah, because like you said, like when the lights go down.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So anyway,
Something's up.
I thought we were going to be PG-13. It looks like we're starting to ease.
No,
over to
we're not.
to
We're
the
not.
R-rated.
I just said that they gotta look good because there has to be. There has to be.
Now we're starting to get an R next to our rating, not just
Your
PG-13.
excitement is up when lights go down, right? If he's a good-looking, handsome man.
She's trying to clean it up now. So yeah,
Trying to clean
and
it up. Afterwards.
but for me, most of no drug use. And it's funny that I said that, but there's so with, weed being legalized and no smoking. I do not like smokers. I don't date smokers. And I feel like if you're addicted to something like cigarettes or some type of controlled substance, you're not a fit for me. I'm wake up in the morning and I empower myself. I don't need anything to empower myself, including a cup of coffee. So, it's okay if they drink coffee. That's not a big deal. But, they have to be in line. Goal-oriented, charismatic, attractive. I'm also attracted to success. I like somebody who's successful. I like somebody who has a successful mind. They can be on their path to success.
Yeah,
somebody who's reading and constantly growing and learning. And a master of influence. That's really important for me. Somebody that knows how to command people to get them to do what they want them to do. Yeah, I like that. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Boy, I don't know. Boy, that's a lot to live up to, isn't it, out there, fellas?
Yeah, it is. That's why it's easy for me to share.
You better bring your A game if
Thank
you're going to
you.
be approaching this Miss Sharper.
Yeah, they definitely need to bring their A game.
Yeah, don't give up. You don't. You never know. You have to start with a 50%.
Don't get them started on the don't give up, because if I'm not interested, it's done. Yeah. So what?
Takes a half a second.
It's done. Watch this, because I know Guy knows this. How many people are in the world?
7 billion.
my.
No,
that's
it's 7.2 billion people in the world. Listen, if somebody's not working for you and it's not a match, there's little things that you can work through. But if somebody's not really working and they're not in line, next. Listen, if they smoke cigarettes, next. Mm-hmm. If they don't want to, move on and do personal growth, and they're I am not ever going to be with somebody who just sits in front of a TV set and zones out. That is not my style.
Definitely
at
agree
all.
with you. Got to have a personal development, personal growth.
Personal development, yes.
With us together.
Because that's what I do.
We can learn. We can keep on learning from each other and together.
Yes,
It's
and getting better.
important.
All
Getting
about
better.
power couple. Me and whoever take over the
Power.
world. Be sharper now. That's what it's about.
Empower
Boy,
each
we
other.
sure have gotten some. I think that's the most insight that we've ever had
Oh, yeah.
on this show in terms of relationships, because we haven't really touched. Well, we've had a few shows where we've
Where
touched
should
on
we
that.
go, Miss Sharper, to meet those type of men? Give
Well,
me some tips.
Okay, so I'm
Where to
going
go?
to the Tony Robbins Unleash the Power Within event in November. I'm so stoked about that. I've done that twice before. I'm actually going to be crewing the event. Yay! Love Tony Robbins. I love everything that he stands for. So the people in that venue are going to be people that are looking for living their lives a better way. They're looking for personal growth. They're looking to improve. They're looking for their next step. They have gratitude from where they're at, but they're looking to take it to the next level. That's a perfect place. You should go. You should sign up for Unleash the Power Within. You should walk over some hot coals, and I'll be at the event crewing.
Step your
Oh,
game
yeah.
up, fellas, and then you might be able to have one of these lovely ladies.
Yes.
Thank you both so much for sharing
Yes.
insight into a lot of things today. And like I said, every once in a while, it's all about us, huh?
There it is. Exactly.
All about us and us, everybody over there.
And
too.
thank all of
Yes,
you for
thank
tuning in to this week's edition of The Guy Dawson Show. And we will see you next week. Take care of yourselves.
Yes.